Good evening, everyone. I am Julian A. Leones from the BSED, major in English A1. So there are two topics that I'm gonna tell you. Please watch. Post 1986 agrarian reform after the fall of President Marcos, the approval of the 1987 Constitution, the government focused again on agrarian reform. President Corazon Aquino made it the main goal of her administration. She wanted to give land to the farmers and promote fairness in the country. However, this was difficult for her because she came from a rich and low-income family that owned hacienda, which is called Hacienda Luisita, which made people question her sincerity. So this paragraph shows how agrarian reform became important again after the Marcos era. So President Aquino wanted to fix the unfair and ownership system, but her family background made it hard for people to believe she could do it. Her situation showed how complicated land reform was in the country controlled by powerful families. On July 22, 1987, President Aquino released Presidential Proclamation number 131 and Executive Order number 239, which explained her plan for land reform. The 1988 Congress passed Republic Act number 6657, also known as the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Law, or CARL. This law created the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program, which is CARP. Its goal was to divide and give agricultural lands to farmers. Landowners were paid fairly by the government and were allowed to keep up to 5 hectares of land. Big companies, on the other hand, could choose to give part of their stocks or share to the workers instead of giving land to the government. So, this explains the creation of CARP, which became the country's biggest underfarm program. It tried to balance the rights of both farmers and ownership. However, this option for companies to give stocks instead of land becoming controversial because it allowed big landowners to take control of their property without really helping the farmers. So that's explained. CARP faced major problems and achieved only adult during President Aquino's term. In 6 years, only about 22.5% of the land was given to the farmers. One main reason was that many farmers of Congress were rich landowners who did not want to fund the program. It also became controversial because President Aquino allowed the stock distribution option, which her own family used. In Hacienda Luisita, the land was turned into a corporation and farmers received shares instead of land ownership. So this shows that the CARP was not very successful during Aquino's time. The government lacked enough support and money to continue the program strongly. Many powerful people in Congress did not want to lose their land, and the president faced pressure from her family and other landowners. Because of this, many farmers did not get the land they worked hard for. During President Fidel V. Ramos' term, the government tried to make CARP move faster to meet its 10-year goal. However, it still faced problems like not having enough funds, lack of cooperation, and limited support from involved sectors. By 1996, the Department of Agrarian Reform, or DAR, had made some progress, but true land reform still had a long way to go. So this is that the President Ramos continue what President Aquino started, but challenges remain. The government wanted to finish the program quickly, yet issues like how budget and slow processing made it difficult. Even if there was some improvements, many farmers were still waiting for the land that was promised to them. Now, let's talk about the carper and the future of agrarian reform in the Philippines. When CARB's deadline ended in 2008, around 1.2 million farmers and 1.6 million hectares of land were still not distributed. In 2009, President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo sent Republic Act number 9700, also known as the Comprehensive Agrarian Reform Program, its extension with reforms or carper. This new law gave the program 5 more years to continue. It's also allowed access that were not finished by June 30, 2014 to continue until complete even after the deadline. So this explains how Carper was created to extend and improve the original carp. It showed that the government recognized that the job was not done yet. So Carper aimed to finish what Carp started by giving more time and better rules for distributing land to farmers. From 2009 to 2014, Carper gave about 1 million hectares of land to 900,000 farmers. However, even after 27 years and two Aquino's administration, around 500,000 hectares of land still had not been distributed. The Department of Agrarian Reform, or DAR, and the Department of Environment and Natural Resources, or DENR, work together to continue the program, but they still face the same problem: strong resistance from rich landowners and slow and efficient government system. So that while Carper helped, many farmers still did not finish the job. The same problems from before: powerful families refusing to give land, and weak government and enforcement continue to stop real change. Many farmers are still not landless even after decades of reform programs. Until today, our Korean reform in the Philippines remains unfinished even after many laws and years of effort. A lot of farmers still do not own the land they farm. The power of the rich landowners and the weak system of government remain the biggest challenge. True land reform will only happen when these problems are solved and when farmers finally receive the land and respect they deserve. So this shows that agrarian reform still a major issue in the country. It teaches the real change needs more than just laws. It needs fairness, courage, and strong leadership. Farmers must be supported and given the land to work on a truly achieve justice and quality in the Philippines. So that's all, and I think that's all my topic about. Thank you for listening, guys.